Good day, students! A big hello to everyone! I am Joanne, your TLE Beauty Care teacher, and welcome to TLE 7. Yesterday's lesson is all about the proper use of tools and equipment. Let me see if you can still remember our previous lesson. In this activity, you're going to identify the proper way of using tools and equipment by using thumbs up and thumbs down. Thumbs up when it is correct and thumbs down when it is incorrect way of using it. Picture number 1. Thumbs down. It should be one finger at a time. Picture number 2. Thumbs up. Picture number 3. Thumbs down. Improper use of nail cutter may cause some problems, illnesses, and diseases. To prevent it, we should know how and where to use our tools and equipment, and also we need to take good care of our tools and equipment by means of sanitizing and sterilizing. This week, we will be learning the most essential learning competency, which is to sanitize and sterilize metal tools. At any point of this video lesson, we are able to differentiate sanitation and sterilization, sanitize and sterilize tools and equipment, demonstrate the proper way of sanitizing and sterilizing metal tools. But this time, we will focus on sanitizing and sterilizing metal tools in nail care services. This lesson can also integrate in health, in personal hygiene. Example of this is the brushing of teeth and hand washing, which is very important in this time of pandemic. Is sanitation and hygiene related? Yes, it is the key of maintaining good health. Another is in cookery. Example of this is the washing of dishes and cleaning of kitchen. In beauty care, this can integrate in the cleaning of nails, shaping of nails, and cutting of cuticles. Before we proceed to our lesson, let us define some important terms. Sanitation. Sanitation is the application of measures to promote public health and prevent the spread of infectious diseases. Sterilization. Sterilization is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. Disinfectant. Disinfectant is a substance used to control microorganisms on non-living surfaces such as tools, equipments, and furnitures. Here are the different steps to sterilize and sanitize metal tools. Using a clean scrub brush and liquid soap, scrub implements until all visible debris is removed. Under running water, rinse the implements until all traces of soap are washed off. With a clean or disposable towel, partially dry each item. Fully immerse the implements to the disinfectant for at least 10 minutes or for the amount of time specified in the manufacturer's instruction. Time is up. Use a glove hands or tongs to remove the implements and rinse them. Dry the tools with a clean towel. Properly store all sanitized tools in a clean drawer or airtight containers. At home, if disinfectant is unavailable, you can sterilize by means of boiling your implement. This time, we will have an activity. You are going to arrange the words that describe the steps in sanitizing and sterilizing metal tools. I am only giving you 5 seconds to arrange. Very good! First, you're going to wash the implements. So after washing, you have to rinse. Then after rinsing, you're going to dry. So after drying, you're going to sterilize. After sterilizing, you're going to remove the implements and you're going to rinse it again. So after rinsing, you're going to dry. It is a completely dry. Then after drying, you're going to store the implements in a clean drawer or airtight container. We will have another activity. This is a picture parade in which you are going to identify whether the picture is a good practice or not by writing R if it is a good practice and W if it is not. That is a good practice in sanitizing and sterilizing. It is W. It is not a good practice because the implement should be soaked into the disinfectant. At home, do we need to sanitize and sterilize? In what instances? Yes, because we will live in our homes, that's why it is important to keep it clean. Examples? In this time of pandemic, it is a must that we have to take good care ourselves. So how do we take good care ourselves? By means of eating healthy foods, getting enough sleep, and practice good hygiene. Before we end our lesson, we sum it up all the things we have learned. Always remember W, R, D, S, R, R, D, S. W means to wash. R means to rinse. D means to dry. S means to sanitize. R means you have to remove and you're going to rinse. And D is to dry and S is to store. Sanitize is to clean, removing all debris from a surface. When you sanitize, you remove the majority of bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Why is sanitation important in this time of pandemic? Sanitation is important to reduce and prevent the spread of infectious diseases. Example of this is the coronavirus. It's time for a performance test. Make a video demonstrating the proper way of sanitizing and sterilizing at least one metal tools in nail care. You can send your video on my Facebook account or in our group chat. This is the scoring rubrics. Criteria: keep the workplace clean and safe. You will have 5 if you will consistently perform tasks to standards with no supervisions. 4. Perform the task with limited supervision. 3. Perform the task with direct supervision. Knowledge on sanitizing and sterilizing. 5 points if demonstrates knowledge on sanitizing and sterilizing. 4. Demonstrates some knowledge on sanitizing and sterilizing. 3. Did not demonstrate some knowledge on sanitizing and sterilizing. Observance of safety. You will have 5 if you observe safety at all times. 4. Observe safety sometimes. And 3. Did not observe safety at all times. This is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned a lot on how to sanitize and sterilize tools and equipment. This is Teacher Joanne. Always remember, a clean care is in your hands.